Hello everyone. This is Luke back with another video on the tone of Emotional Guitarist AZ. AZ is a guitarist in South Korea. He does amazing, incredible work. So I just want to go through a few of the tones that I believe is a very, very close and almost accurate comparison, if you will, to his tones that he uses on a lot of his YouTube work. So I have a couple tones here. This one that you can see, AZ Titan. It is one of two main tones that I have been able to discover, revise, edit, just to get that tone really dialed in. So this first one's AZ Titan, short for Titanic, because the display across here is not large enough to put that I in the C. So yeah, that's one. Here's the second, AZ Orange. I can't get the E in there when it's out like that. So let's start here with this first. The inspiration was from his Titanic. I'm going to split this up in a couple different sections, this being the intro, and then we're gonna have the settings of AZ Titan and of AZ Orange, and then we'll do some listening comparisons to both tones, and that's what we'll do. Alright, we're gonna start off with AZ Titan, short for Titanic, and it is super close to what Emotional Guitarist AZ. He has a video on YouTube with the Titanic theme song, and this tone here is, I feel, the closest that I have been able to get to it, because it's just amazing tone, amazing playing, and I wanted to replicate that to the best of my ability. So I'm just going to go through the settings on this so that you guys can replicate it as well if you want. Shout out to AZ here. He is amazing, one of my guitar idols as of lately. So we'll start up top. For the compressor, it tightens up the guitar, and it also helps the low end be more equal to the high strings, so it balances out the guitar. And it also helps provide sustain. Alright, so for the compressor, we have the CS compressor, which is based on the Boss CS2 compressor slash sustainer. I have no idea what year it's based on. I'm gonna take a look at the sustain, the attack, and the level here. So for the sustain, I have it on 76 here, and then for the attack, that's at 51 or so, 50, 50, 51, yeah. And then for the level, I have that at 76. Awesome. Next one is the distortion. Oops. We'll go down here to the distortion. This is the turn it on and off. For the distortion, I have 808, which is based on the Ibanez TS-808 Tube Screamer. And then it has overdrive on it, tone, and level. So the overdrive here is at 98. It's quite high, but in order to get that, tone, had to do it like that. The tone is 82, and that has nothing, and that level is at 60. Going on to the next one, amp and cabinet. So this here, this amp is going to be the 65 Twin, and it's based on a 65 Fender Blackface Twin Reverb. And its settings are the amp gain. The amp gain is on 94, the bass 5.9, the mid is at 5.1, the treble is 5.6, and then the output volume of the amp is at 75. And then if we press this button down, this knob down, it'll go to our cabinet, which on this setting I have the cabinet at a Jazz 2x12, which is based on a 2x12 84 Roland jazz course. And its settings are just the same as the amp, because The cabinet does not have any settings, it's just speakers connected to the amp head. Alrighty, moving on, the EQ. We have EQ, which is, it's on here, and then low level is at 11 at 2120 hertz there, and then we have a mid level of 12 at 2000 hertz there, and then the high level is at -3. AZ, I've noticed he likes to use quite a lot of middle and treble in his tone. I don't know if that's because of the pickups in his PRS guitar that he's using, or if that's the amp or what, but I have noticed a lot of treble, and a good way to obtain that is by pinch harmonics on the guitar itself, and using mainly the bridge pickup high on the 10 setting of the tone pot. Alrighty, next one is the noise gate. The noise gate is on. The threshold is 40, and then the attack is 0. The release is 0. Attenuation is at 99. The chorus / effects. I really like just regular nice chorus. I'm not a big phaser or flanger guy, but he hardly uses any chorus in his, so I'm just going to skip that for now. I usually have that one off for particular sound. Alright, next one is the delay. For this delay, we have a tape delay. The tape delay is based off of the Digitech tape delay from these guys at Digitech, and it is at 240 milliseconds, the delay. The repeats are 10, the wow is 0, the flutter is 15, and the delay level is 36. Alrighty, going on to second to last here, the reverb. Reverb is important if you want to get that really open air sound, like in a stadium or that oceany vibe. So I have chosen here, I really like this Lexicon Hall, yeah, and it has a very deep and beautiful reverb quality to it. I like it out of all the reverbs that I have, which on this pedal are just 6. This one's one of my favorites, and it actually makes it sound like his tone. So this here's the Lex Hall, pre-delay of 5. We have a decay of 70. We have a liveliness of 38. Nothing on that one. And the reverb level is at 40. And the expression pedal, which is this, I have it on a volume pre. It's before the chorus, which is post the delay and the reverb. So I can control the delay and reverb volumes and the master volume, all with this up and down motion of this pedal. And then if you press down hard enough, you get the wah. But I don't have the wah on as of right now, so if you're wondering, the volume this pre volume is set to 0. The maximum volume is 99, and yeah, that's the first settings of AZ's tone for Titanic theme song that he plays on YouTube. I hope that was of use to you guys, and now we are on to the second one. Emotional Guitarist AZ, he, on his YouTube channel, if you look closely, has an orange amplifier in the background of a lot of his videos. And so this tone here is based off of that orange amplifier that he has. I don't know if he uses that amp much to record his videos for YouTube. I think he mainly records it through his audio input into his computer. But I just want to here show you one of another main tones that he uses. Singing guitar by AZ, Jong Shin Yeon. The song is called Like It. It was done 1 year ago, and it is amazing. I love playing along with him. This tone here is going to be based off of that song, and also his version of Into the Unknown in the Frozen 2 soundtrack, and a couple others. I don't use a lot of effects here. Sometimes I put on the delay, sometimes not, but we'll just do as we did that other. We're gonna start up top, the wah, not very much used. We'll start here with the compressor. Alrighty, so for the compressor, the CS comp, it has a sustain of 75, and it has an attack of 78, and it has a level of 78. The distortion is off because this amp has a lot of distortion, but in case you're wondering, just to get that little extra boost, I will turn it on and show you guys. So I have it on the Spark drive, based on the Voodoo Labs Sparkle drive. And it has a gain of 60, and it has a tone of 50, it has a clean of 25, and it has a volume of 20. Because the more distortion you use, the emotional aspect of his playing, from what I've found, it doesn't ring through all that much when you go to replicate it. So if you use the nice sweet spot of distortion, that's where it rings through. Alrighty, so I'm going to turn that off for right now, that distortion, and then this is a big one. This is the amp and cabinet. Alrighty, so for this, I have the Orange 120, which is based on a Orange OJ 120. I don't believe this is the exact Orange amp that AZ owns, but I know it's an Orange, and it's the only Orange simulated amplifier on this pedal that the RP500 has. So I just went with it, and I went and had the amp gain set at 68. I have the bass set at 6.0. I have the mid set at 5.8. I have the treble set at 5.5. Me, I'm not too much into treble. I like more the mids and a little bit of that bass to get it nice and punchy. The amp level is set to 90. This is the volume of the amp. And then for the cabinet, I have the BOTX 4x12 based on a 4x12 1996 VHT slant with Celestion Vintage 30s. For this equalizer here, important, I have low level set at 10 at 1800 hertz. I have the mid level set at 2 at 4750 hertz. And then the high level set at 3 there. Now, noise gate is on. The threshold, this is a gate by the way. Threshold is 35. The attack is 0. The release is 0. The attenuation is 99. I don't really tend to mess with these noise gates on these presets very much. I just leave them. I just turn the gate on to reduce the feedback and extra noise hum of the guitar and also the pedal board. Don't use chorus on this one, so I'll just skip that for right now. The delay, hardly use on this one, but I'll show you guys anyway. I'll turn that on. It is a tape delay at 240 milliseconds. It has 10 repeats. It has a wow of 0, has a flutter of 15, and a delay level of 21. Alrighty, now onto the reverb. This is the Lexicon Hall again, and it has a pre-delay of 5, a decay of 70, a liveliness of 38, and a reverb level there, the volume at 40. Alright, and then the expression pedal is just on that volume pre again, 0 to 75. The 75 is so that it doesn't destroy my ears, because I mainly play with headphones. That's the 2 tones there. I want to play through these tones just a little bit to let you guys hear what they sound like. We'll be doing that next.